Disclaimer: the Care device blower is not a medical equipment, and the manufacturer and speaker provides no medical advice. Users understand that the device is not intended to be used as a medical device or for diagnostic purposes on which reliance should be placed. Its use is not intended to be relied upon in lieu of medical treatment or advice by a trained medical care practitioner. Users understand that they use the Care blower at their own risk. Always consult your doctor or other healthcare professional with any questions regarding any medical condition or for specific guidance regarding the optimal use of the Care blower, nutrition, or physical activity. Thank you for your understanding and responsibility.
Good evening to all our friends joining us from the United States of America. And good morning to those joining us here in Asia. My name is Faithlyn Grace, and I will be presenting to you this evening or this morning, wherever you might be. The name of the company is Prife International. And our goal and vision is to help a lot of people achieve the prime of their lives. So whatever age you have right now, you could achieve the prime of your life if you have the commitment, the desire and commitment to do so. All right. And so I am presenting to you from the Philippines here in Tagaytay City. The regular presenter is the Chief Training Officer, Nathan Demasilio, but he has an appointment with the Embassy of Poland. So he's going to Poland, God willing. And so I will be presenting for you tonight. All right, before we continue, I will, of course, be reading the product disclaimer in a while. So this is just the product presentation. I know it said in the banner, business opportunity presentation. So yes, you can also use this as a business. You can do this as a business. But tonight, we will only be talking about the product, if that is okay. But we can also discuss the business presentation at another time. And I believe we have a lot of videos on that as well. So this will allow everybody to be able to enjoy these amazing products, whatever their financial or economic situation is. And this product has really taken the world by storm. It's spreading like wildfire and continues to do so. And we thank you for taking the call. If you are joining us for the very first time, welcome. I believe that the person that invited you to this call cares much about you and thought that we can reach more people by helping one person at a time, and that is you. And so we are so happy that you joined the call. So we are going to be talking about the key to ultimate human health. And this presentation was prepared by our Chief Training Officer for Prife International. That's him right there, Mr. Nathan Demasilio. Okay, now this is the disclaimer. However amazing this iTerra Care and all these amazing products are, this is a certified household electrical appliance. So just like the normal massage chair that you might have, handheld massager, or whatever household electrical appliance that you have in your house. So it has been verified as safe to use. That's what's important. Emitting no harmful radiation and bears labels allowing for international distribution. But Care blower is not a medical device, and the manufacturer does not provide medical advice. Users understand that the device is not intended for medical or diagnostic purposes. Its use should not replace reliance on medical treatment or advice from a qualified healthcare provider. Users acknowledge using the Care blower at their own risk, meaning if you are tackling a health challenge, so please be responsible about it. Always consult your doctor or other healthcare professional with any questions about a medical condition or for specific guidance regarding the optimal use of the eye care blower, nutrition, or physical activity. Okay, now we can continue. So before we share to you the amazing features of our product, let's just go through briefly some product testimonials. So these are not to close the sales, but these are real life testimonies. Actually, there's a lot of testimonies all over the world, like from practical ones to, life changing ones. But these are just some of them. And I hope that it brings hope, right? Sparks hope and strengthens that belief that whatever your body's challenge is, your body can still make it with a little bit help of devices or nutrition to help the body do its job. So this is to spark hope. So this is one of the very first testimonies that we had firsthand. So this lady has been bedridden for 3 months due to a vascular incident. And if I remember correctly, she was like given an ultimatum that if she's not able to move her legs still, they will have to already amputate, something to that effect. Now, in just 8 days of using the device, she was able to move her legs. You can see in that photo. And the guy who used the eye care blower on her is our good friend and our partner, the power couple here, one of the top leaders, the Baluran couple. So she is very dear to them, and so they really went to her and did it with such passion. And after, in just 2 months, she was able to already stand up, walk, of course, still in the process of recovery. But now you can see the huge difference, right? After continuous use, right, she was able to walk. Abnormal dilation and disruption in the blood supply to the brain. So they have a term for that. And this guy just collapsed and was airlifted to one of the top hospitals from a province to the main city, Metro Manila. All right. And he was given all the care that he needed. But you can see on December 9, 2022, it's like hopeless already, but the family didn't give up fighting. And so they found their friend, and the friend did the eye care, blowing to him, even with nothing happening, but understanding the science behind this eye care blower, triggering the cells, the body to do its job. They just kept at it. And after 10 days of using the eye care, of course, he has other things going on, but the eye care was also there to help his body, help himself. He was able to check out of the hospital. And right now, that is the current photo, right? So you can see the huge difference, and he is in his complete full recovery journey towards full recovery. Another testimony that we really love, it's severe discomfort on leg and back for 4 years. So this lady, it's like her new norm already, that she is in excruciating pain whenever she goes to the bathroom, to the washroom. She is in pain when she needs to go. And she was so skeptic at first, but her good friend, the same guy actually who helped with this boy here, was the one who forced her and said, just do it. What is there to miss? Let's do this just because we know the person recommending it. And after 10 days, you can see the difference in her aura. She was able to walk, and I was actually here during that time that she was walking, and she was showing that she can already manage. So she is an amazing person that shared it to others as well. And now here we have one of the first few testimonies that we saw personally when we were starting in 2021. All right. And I was thinking maybe they were just making that up. Maybe they're just messing up their face. But eventually I saw that this is actually a screenshot of the video. So these people have temporary weakness or paralysis on facial muscles, and after several days, after a week or so, you can see the significant improvement, like it's going back to normal. So you can see that the cells are really being activated, and we have stiffness, restricted movement in the shoulder joint. All right. And different testimonies, practical and amazing testimonies. Like this guy cannot even lift up his head, Mike over here on the right side, and after just 15 minutes, he observed 80% improvement in his ability to lift his hand. So testimonies like this, people cannot close and open their hand. It really is so significant, in especially if you are in pain. But we also have people who use this for their thyroid. All right, abnormalities in the thyroid gland. After 10 sessions, there is a reduction in the size of thyroid irregularities. All right, so we cannot say the medical terms, but definitely it shrunk. So it is the body. Now, it's not the device, it is the body. The cells are activated to do their job. It is also usable for eyes, for eye discomfort. You can use it for that. And this guy, if I'm not mistaken, this is like glaucoma or cataract. He used it persistently, and after a while, his eyes improved and went to normal. So this guy here, he just has a severe redness in his eye. So I think this is very useful for a lot of us since we are always on the laptop or gadgets these days. We also have people who use them even during their treatment okay, I'm looking for the term that we can use, but anyway, these people have extreme discomfort due to growing size of the lump in the breast. And even though she's going through treatment for that, after 22 days, she noticed 30% of the lump has been reduced. And the most important thing is that 90% of the discomfort was relieved. So I think that's very, very important. And this lady here, she had a lump beneath her left breast. And at first she was skeptical, but after 2 weeks of using it, all right, the lump size reduced and the discomfort disappeared. Wow, good for her. It means that it's still in its early stages, right? So yes, definitely people who are going through treatment can also use this. Now, this is one of those amazing testimonies that we have seen. So this lady has had an accumulation of fluid in the abdomen and abdominal organs. Her body is not able to excrete the fluid anymore, and it's really, really hard for her to get the right treatment. And that situation looked like even the hospitals, like she's not able to do anything about it. But a good friend did the eye care blowing on her, and because he understood the science behind it, which is basically to activate the cells, the body's self-healing ability. They kept blowing it, blowing it, blowing it. And you can see that even though nothing happened in the first few blowings, they kept blowing it. Why? Because there's no not other answer, but there's no other solution at hand during that time. Maybe money was a problem, or you know treatment, the right treatment is the problem. Whatever the problem was, it's like a desperate situation. So for them, it was the only answer at that moment. And they kept doing it. And you can see after 7 weeks, finally, the body excreted all the fluids. So she underwent the therapy from July 5 to August 29, and the fluids was expelled through her belly button. So the very first time that they started blowing the iTeracare, the body is already like alerted, activated, but there is a process. And so they kept doing it. And you can see after 3 months, she's back to living her normal life. She's able to have a job, and her body is back to its normal, like healthy state. So this is one of the testimonies that will really blow your mind. But the good news is, you can say, what if this is my situation? What about that situation? If that is a person, then this is gonna be helping the body heal its own self. So it's not the device, it's not a medical device, but it is simply activating the body's self-healing ability. And that is one of the major visions of our company. So now, before we can continue, okay, with the product, I would like you to know that if this is your very first time to come to this kind of presentation, this is going to be a total shift in the mindset. All right. And we have to take a look at certain things in life, like the harsh reality of our time is that we no longer enjoy the same longevity that the ancient people did. The normal process of life before was they're born, they live, they age well, and then they die in their sleep. But nowadays, people are born, they age a little bit, and there's already sickness and diseases, right? Like it's so normal already to hear people having cancer, to hear adolescent children having diabetes. Wow. So it's like a normal part of our life already, that people will die not of old age, but because of a sickness. And that's really, really sad, but that's not the normal way that it should be. And so this presentation is not just about selling you a bunch of products, right? But it is actually a movement to shift the mindset. So if we can take a look at these, then maybe we can affect the future generation. Maybe not in our time, not in among our generation, because it's really, the body situation is sometimes the organ is already affected detrimentally. And so you don't have the enough time. You don't have enough time to still regenerate. But for us who still have enough time, then let's really take a serious commitment, right, to altering the normal in our life. So we can see here that the world's leading causes of death are lifestyle diseases. So it's CVD, right? CVD, cancer, and sadly, iatrogenic, meaning medical error. That's one of the top leading causes of death. And it is lifestyle and chronic diseases. So it means that it is not normal, it is not natural, and therefore, should we do something about it? Or we just already accepted that this is the norm of life. Now, one of the beginning stages, the starting stages of diseases and sickness is inflammation. When you start feeling there's a pain in your body, maybe you don't have those chronic diseases yet that we mentioned, that you saw in the testimonies, but once you have a pain, it means that there is already a blockage. And if you can do something about that, then you have more chances of not progressing into chronic serious diseases. Of course, before inflammation, there's still deficiency. So Prife International and the leaders, we are not just about selling, we are about a mind shift. So this is one of the powerful realization or awareness that we can have, is that when we have pain, that is the body communicating to us that there is a blockage. We are in a society where there is pain. Whenever there's pain, we drink pain killer, meaning we like to shut off the body's communication. But that is very powerful. That's a very powerful working together. That when the body tells you there's pain, then it means that there's blockage. It means that you have already progressed, all right? From deficiency and etc. You are already in that inflammation, and it's really time for you to clear out that blockage, to handle that. And so you have more chances. And really, for the longest time, since I think I was 10 years old, I've been hearing about the companies that promotes healthy supplementation and all. And we have all these movements all around us because humanity is really searching for the ultimate health hack. Why is it health hack? It's because we don't live in the same environment that supports the body. If you notice, people who live in the provinces, like here in the Philippines, right? They really age well. And to think that, they're not as advanced as we are, right? They don't have the advanced technologies that we have, but they have what the body needs. So actually, the secret healing system that not a lot of people are talking about is inside our body. And that is what we are promoting in this kind of industry, the wellness, the health and wellness industry, is that we want to point people to that healing system that is available to everybody, right? And so whatever will support that system do its job, then that's what we are for. So again, this is not the solution, it is the body. So it will take a while. It's a journey of learning and understanding the body, so that one day, the next generation, it's like already the new norm for them. Right now, the norm is, if there's a pain, if there's a problem, we pop a pill. And Hippocrates said that the natural healing force within each one of us is the greatest force in getting well. So that's what we need to focus on. How do we activate that healing force? Because it is the greatest healing force. And part of this awareness is to understand that everything is energy. Even the things that doesn't seem like it's moving, right? The hands, all right? Everything is energy, and energy is the building block of matter. So even the tables, everything is made up of energy. And so even sickness is caused by energy. And so even health, wellness is also altered through energy. I think this is a very powerful awareness, in that you are not limited by your condition. Knowing that energy can alter then gives you that empowered mindset that yes, this can be altered, because the body is basically an energy field. All right, an energy field. So we are made up of systems, organs, cells, atoms, wave particles. At the core of it is energy. And so either we have low energy, and that's already sickness, disease, and you have no more energy, then you're dead, or high energy, then that's wellness, that's health. And you can use that high energy to even activate those sickly cells. So everything is vibrating, including our thoughts. And so Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, including health, right? Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So those are the three things that we can focus in. Don't focus on the symptoms. The future medicine will be the medicine of frequency, said another great mind, Albert Einstein. And the future that he was talking about is already today. It's already here. So we are in the future. So we'd like to say welcome to the future. And we are so blessed because during our time, in our time, diseases, variants of diseases, left and right, we don't seem to know already how to handle it. And yet, by providence, all the wisdom they have foreseen, like Hippocrates said that if there's a way to heat the bones, then all diseases will be treated. So that future that they were talking about is already unlocked in our time. And so the future is here. We have been using frequency healing, energy healing, but of course, the precursor and the before, even in the ancient times, they're using the natural resources, right? And they're even using they have some practices to achieve a certain level of energy, because energy can really allow the body to activate its healing capabilities. The good news is that frequency medicine is also here. It's being used even in hospitals, and that is what we have in our products today. So we are using frequency for our devices. So let's just look at some of the power of frequency. So this is called the PMF, and NASA used it for their astronauts who are not able to enjoy the natural environments of the Earth while they are in space. So they use the pulse electromagnetic field to increase cellular growth, gene proliferation, so to help them heal, regenerate, recover, and repair their cells, all right, the body cells. So the normal process can still continue even they are in the outer space. So that is the power of frequency. Another example is the frequency of they call it the 11th harmonic. Dr. Holland discovered that there are some frequencies, sound waves, right? Sound ranges that is very good for the health. But this particular frequency, they call it the 11th harmonic, can even shatter, right? Shatter cancer cells, and they can effectively stop the growth of cancer cells. So they have done it, they've seen it with their own eyes, that these cancer cells are being shattered. They're vulnerable and they're shattered, like their strength is no longer there when they are exposed to this 11th harmonic. So this is just to show us that it doesn't have to be pills all the time. The frequency medicine is here already. So what is the frequency now, finally, in our eye care? It is called the terahertz frequency. This frequency was discovered in the 1980s, all right? And some countries have been using it, like China, they have been using it to advance, right, their technologies. But the good thing with the terahertz frequency is that it is non-ionizing. It means that it's good for the human body. So it is not electronic, it is not photonic, it's in the middle. So it is very safe, it is non-ionizing, but it is so powerful. Why is it so powerful? We'll see later. But what's very important is to know is that this is very good for the human body. In 2004, US government called terahertz technology as one of the top 10 technologies that will change the future world. And indeed, it has. It's being used in the communication field, aviation, biomedical. So we have in-depth study on terahertz and all these other technologies. But even the scientists themselves, when they studied it and discovered it, right, they call it the wave of life. The American scientists called it that because it matches the vibrational frequency of the human cell. So that's why it is so powerful. It resonates with the human cells, and so it activates the body cells to function optimally. So basically, the cells have their job, but we need to activate them. This Japanese scientist calls it the light of life, and the Chinese scientist calls it God's wave band. And they have used it in their technologies, just like what I said, and they're already using it in their 6G technology. So these are scientists. So it is just to say that it's not a mind over matter thing. All right. So frequency, it's like a real world. It's like a real deal. But even the scientists, the learned ones, are so amazed. And there is a lot of scientific data on terahertz and human health. See, these are third-party studies. It even says it can be used in the treatment of diseases, including various cancers. So these are focused terahertz treatments of angina and all other health research papers with regards to the health benefits of terahertz frequency. And it's not just one country. It's not just China. There's Russia. There's USA. It's all over. All right. And so terahertz frequency can really be used to optimize the human health. But the guy who invented the first handheld terahertz light wave device is this man. His name is Mr. Yang Wenjun, Professor Yang Wenjun, and he works with the Chinese government, the Chinese Academy of Management Science. He also is committed to bringing this technology to the world, and so he has a company called Deshang, and so those are his only two life professions, right? Being a think tank for his country and for Deshang. And this guy invented the first terahertz lightweight device, and it was around $400,000, and it looked like a bazooka. But he knew that he needed to get this to every household, all right? And so he kept on developing another generation. So right now we have the fifth generation, sixth generation already. So this is the third generation, the Pro in 2019. So from $400,000, this one, the Pro is $4,000, just a fraction of the cost. And in 2021, he still developed the red hot chili pepper that can be afforded by almost anybody. It's just $400 there in the United States. But we continue to develop, and right now Prife International, when we started in 2021, we were the only global distributor for the iTeracare aside from China. We were the only one. But in 2024, all right, we are now in partnership with Deshang. So we are no longer just a distributor, but we are in partnership with this amazing company of a Professor Yang Wenjun, and we have a product of that partnership, which is now the Purple Fire. We call it the Purple Fire iTeracare Premium Plus. So the Shang and Prife International is partnering together to bring this amazing product to the rest of the world, and we are barely scratching the surface. So our products have 62 clinical test reports done by Beijing Research Institute of Chemical Technology. So they have done the test. We don't need to do that. And it has 5 stars for inflammation. So these are quantum value. It is not like, the the test that they do for, for those medicine. So this is using energy, right? It is the quantum value that they give to let us know how effective it is for these things. So for comprehensive health quality, it has 4 stars, meaning comprehensive health. All right. And malignant tumor, it has 4 stars. Virus, diabetes, brain, lymph nodes. So they have 4 stars for that. For skin, it's also very good for that. 3 stars for skin problems, vaginitis, dysmenorrhea, irregular menstruation. 3 stars, neurasthenia, 3 stars, and many other clinical tests that they did. But this is the top 10. So since it's already there, the comprehensive health, then it's good for everybody. So what are the 3-in-1 core technology in our iTerra Care? It is not just terahertz, it is unique 3-in-1 core technology. That's why the iTerra Care produces amazing results. The body is able to experience amazing results because aside from the terahertz, which resonates with the cells, right, and activates the body self-healing ability, it also has the quantum. So terahertz can penetrate up to a certain level, but because of the quantum energy in our product, it is able to penetrate up to 30 centimeters. And with the optical quartz, it is able to amplify. It even amplifies the terahertz frequency. So together, the 3-in-1 core technology really allows the body to reach its optimum level for that self-healing ability to be activated. So let's go one by one. So again, the terahertz frequency, aside from activating the self-healing power, it also eliminates the bad mutated and free radical cells. So that's one of the benefits. The quantum energy, it helps also the body balance its bodily system, strengthens the body, produces its healing energy, and again allows the deeper penetration into vital organs. And the optical quartz, it activates the auric field of the body. The auric field of the body is actually the first line of defense, not the skin. But because of radiation all around us, it is not activated, right? It is very weak. And because there is optical quartz, it activates our auric field, which is like our defense, one of our first defense mechanisms. So there are 5 features of iTerra Care. First, penetration. It heats up the bone marrow and clears blockages. So Hippocrates said that if there's a way to heat the bones, then all diseases can be treated. But how do you heat the bone without burning the skin? So this technology allows for that. So it can heat the bone marrow, and so your cells are activated, right? And you are able to replenish and even clear the blockages in your body. You just need to focus it where there is the blockage. Activates cells through resonance. Okay, so the stem cells are activated, especially in the bone marrow. So blow it there. The bone marrow, especially the back, right? The spinal cord is connected to different parts of different organs. And so when you focus it where it's connected to that organ, it will activate stem cells for those organs. It also helps with identification. It stops the growth of abnormal or mutated cells. And of course, as I said at the beginning, safety. It operates with zero radiation. The frequency that is being blown, all right, has zero radiation and zero ultraviolet. So it is a technology. Your cell phone is emitting harmful radiation, but we're not scared to use it. So guys, don't be scared. It is safe to be used, user-friendly, easy to operate, and for all ages. Okay, and this is a test done using the Kirlian camera, BioWell Kirlian camera. So people can say different testimonies how they feel, but this one is really measured using a camera. They measured the energy alignment of this person, and it's only at 75%. After using the iTerra Care Premium for just 15 minutes, there's 92% energy alignment. And when your energy points are aligned, the body can function well, function better. So iTerra Care Therapy gives a huge boost to our body's innate healing system, and we are healing faster. So it's really the body's healing system that's being activated. Even if we drink a lot of supplementation and etc., if we have blockages and our energy points are not aligned, then it will really take time. So an hour of eye care therapy is equal to 10 times of acupuncture without the needles, 20 times of cupping, 30 times of gua sha, and 40 times of massage in terms of the health benefit. But if you want to still have the touch therapy, go ahead and do that if you really enjoy doing that. But in terms of health benefit, you get more in just a short span of time. So if you don't have time, think that this is worth more for your health. So invest to your health in terms of time as well. Now, our usage precautions for people who are pregnant, please only blow the water with the iTerra Care and drink that. Don't blow the iTerra Care directly on your body if you're pregnant. If you're in your cycle, right? If you're menstruating, please, what happens is the blood, flows more. It's like sometimes, you're urinating already blood because your blood is so thin. So that's part of the benefits of it features. But if you don't go for it, but there are some people who find themselves being relieved whenever they blow the iTerra Care when they have menstrual cramps. So yeah, do what suits you well. All right. And if you have anything implanted like stent in the heart, any objects implanted, even lens, all right, if you have contact lens or anything implanted at all, do not blow directly where the implant is. So maybe you can blow on other parts, but there's heat and the frequency. Please do not blow it directly where the implant is. You can blow in other areas, right? Like on your hand, it will still do its job. Just don't blow directly. If you are promoting this to others, please, that's one of the most important things to say. Do not blow it like on the eyes. And, people are so excited to get better that, it's just too much. So don't blow it directly on open wounds, especially if it's still bleeding. Let the bleeding stop first. Fracture bones, if you need to go to the hospital, go to the hospital, right? So please read the user's manual or the guide. And one of the precautions also is if you're using it on someone who doesn't have sensation anymore, like people who are diabetic already, you need to be responsible about it because it has heat. So the person cannot tell if they're already burning. So if you just let it stay put, then it's not gonna do well, right? It's gonna become, you know, more uncomfortable for them if they get the burn. So we have a blowing guide. All right, it's not here, but when you get your device, please follow the blowing guide And we also have guides for specific health conditions, right? So that we can optimize the use of the iTerra Care. So now we are at the end of our presentation for iTerra Care. I would like to open, all right, I would like to open the floor to anybody who would like to share their personal testimony. If you could raise your hand, and I will be calling you. All right. If you have a personal testimony that you would like to share. All right. So let me see if anybody is willing to share their testimony. As you can see, we have a lot of testimonies, and it would be nice to hear firsthand. Okay, so let me see how to unmute. We have Matsu Blesso. Let's unmute Matsu Blesso. Thank you so much for having the heart to share. Let me unmute you. Okay, you may unmute yourself, Miss Matsu. Yes.
Hello.
Hi, is it a good evening or a good morning?
Yeah, it's a good morning here. It's a perfect morning here.
Okay, where are you joining us from?
So I'm from Kobe, Japan, and yes, and I've been with Prife for already 2 months, and I'm learning a lot. And my testimony that I wanted to share is the testimony of my husband. So we were really looking for an option for his right radial paralysis because of the overuse using the computer. And so a friend of mine introduced this, and so we kind of, okay, ate, shall I just rent it, because I was a bit pessimistic. I was like suspicious about it, because how come a blower can heal? Okay, and so we tried. So before, there was a time that my husband couldn't even hold a pen because of the paralysis, and it is really lowering down his productivity. So after 20 days, we faithfully, religiously wound the arms. We followed the protocol, we followed the water therapy part. And then after 20 days, I asked him, so how are you feeling now? So we just used the red hot chili pepper, Mom Faith. we just used, because that's the one that was available from a friend of mine here in Japan. So then we tried for 20 days, and then he said, "You know what? I felt my strength came back. I could hold my pen." So it's like, wow. So this really one works. So after that, I said, okay, let's buy Pro. Let's buy Pro. I want to make it happen, because supposedly he has a schedule for operation, and then the doctor said it cannot be guaranteed that it will come back. So we went through the other route, which is this frequency healing, and now we are enjoying it. And up to the date, he's still winding it every day religiously, and his I think his middle finger could recover, could lift up now, and no more numbness. And that is a very good testimony, that's a very good thing about the iTerra Care, and it's really highly recommended, and I just recommend it to my friends. And thank you so much, Mom Faith, for the very good presentation, and
Oh,
for promoting good life.
thank you so much. And that's really just the beginning, right? So at
Yes.
like it's the blower, it's the body. And continue to use it, follow the protocol, because we don't know. Normally, the body will show symptoms when it's already in advanced stages. So the good thing for us is to share the powerful testimonies, but let them know that it will activate the cells, and the cells will do its job. Like, that identification feature is very important. So even if it seems like we are healthy, let's do use it already, right? So we are so happy we have a partner in Canada. Continue to spread the wildfire there. Thank you so much for sharing. And we have another sharer, Miss 1515. I don't know. I don't know her name. You may unmute yourself. 1515. Are you really wanting to share, Madam? Okay, let me see if she's just saying hi. Miss 1515. Okay, so I think that she just wanted to say hi a while ago. Okay, so that's really amazing. Black ang screen. Okay. All right. So thank you so much. So you heard her testimony. I'm sorry if the screen is black. Let me see how I can handle that screen part. But let's go to Marcus.
Hi, Faith. How are you, everyone? Yes, my testimony went to my, hi, Faith, went to my frozen shoulder. I have a big problem. I fell on the ground. My both shoulder was froze. And I did a physiotherapy for 6 months. Nothing happened. And I went to Itarake over, well, I've been working with Itarake for 2 years. But I did that therapy in 2 weeks. In the 2 weeks, my both shoulders, you can see I can lift my arm, my hands. It's excellent. I was supposed to have a surgeon. Now I don't have it no more. It's excellent. I keep working with the iTerac. That's the best products of the year. Thank you, Faith.
Thank you, Marcus. Marcus has been with us from the very beginning, right? And thank you so much, Marcus. And
You're
anyone
welcome.
else would like to share? 1515. Please 1515. Okay, thank you, Marcus. What time is it there right now?
9:56
Should we
p.m.
say goodbye already? It's almost 10 o'clock.
Almost 10.
All right. So much, Marcus. And thank you, everybody, for joining the call. Let me just resume. All right, Miss 1515, are you going to share a testimony? All right.
She's muted.
Yeah, I'm trying to unmute her. All right. So probably it's not gonna work out tonight. Okay. So anyway, one last call. We have 3 more minutes. One last call. Anybody would like to share their testimony? It might inspire someone or encourage someone to be courageous enough to use the device for themselves. Now, again, the device will not heal you. It is simply activating the self-healing ability of the body. In short, it's the body that heals itself. So let's welcome Miss Amy. Miss Amy.
Hi there. I'm Amy. I live in Saskatchewan, Lanigan, Saskatchewan, Canada, and I want to say about the iTerracare that I have so much to actually tell you. I've had swollen ankles. I have a head injury since I was 20 years old. It's been like almost 30 years. I have in my car accident, I had lots of broken ribs and cracked ribs, and then over the years I've had like I've had poor posture, and so my spine has kind of curved. And so I didn't realize actually that when I first got the wand back in December of 2022, I didn't realize that you were supposed to wand your spine to create new stem cells. And then in June, I would always wand my mom, and I'm like, hey, what am I doing not getting wanded, and stuff, but whatever. And so I got her to wand my back, and she's like, Amy, your back is amazing. Like it's I have my spine is curved and it kind of sticks out. And now I don't my spine is no longer curved and it doesn't stick out as much. And I have a great posture, right? You know, I find it hard to slouch. So the iTerra Care is amazing. It has absolutely changed my life. The people that I meet now are absolutely amazing, and I know that God has put the iTerra Care in front of me to share with the world. Right? It is absolutely amazing, and I encourage anybody that is on the fence with it to try and drink the water. The water is incredible. It has incredible benefits to it, and it's just absolutely amazing. And that's all I have to say. It's incredible. It's changed my life.
Wow, thank you, Amy, for sharing. Wow, a lot of people are joining us from Canada tonight. So my son is telling me it's Amy. Hey, she said it's Amy. Okay.
Amy,
Oh, Amy. Okay. My son corrected me. Anyway, thank you so much. I think that's just incredible. Things like that, you would think that you need the surgery, right?
right?
And wow, you just really did it. And what gave you the courage? Was it understanding how it
Mm,
works? What gave you the courage? Because if
well,
sometimes if that's your reality, like you see that your back is in that certain way, right? Like only
mhm.
surgery. But what made you commit to just keep on doing it? Was it the
Oh,
testimonials, understanding the product?
well, when I first started, yeah, well, yes, like I just more knowledge that we gain. The wand, the water is incredible to be using. Yeah, and the more knowledge because I didn't really know there wasn't as many testimonial or like I didn't know anything about it. So like the more I got, the I'm like, oh my gosh, if I'm on my spine and I had only been wanding since June. And this was in August when I actually realized that my spine was straight. Right. And like it's incredible. 2 months of doing that. And I also have swollen ankles. And I've talked to Dr. Suma, which is he is absolutely incredible. He can answer your questions. I've had like the wand does so much. And also the BioLite. I absolutely love the BioLite. I am a product of the product. I have the scalar watch and the bangle and the ion shield and the EMF. This company is here for us to benefit and to like spread the word. So I want everybody to be absolutely excited about this. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. And it's mind blowing. I can't believe that I've stumbled into this. My sister kind of introduced me to this, and I just want everybody to like promote it because our world needs this kind of
Yeah.
um. It's yeah, it's great.
That's
Yes.
great. So thank you so much, Miss Amy, for sharing your testimony and at the same time continuing with the mission of this company. So there's really someone out there praying, desiring, asking for this kind of answer. And so it's great when people stay committed because of the mission. And so the commission will really just follow. And our company has designed a compensation plan so that you can also use this as a way to earn money, to make money. At the same time, it's sustainable because we are not just a blower company. We are really committed to the prime of the life, right? So I will have to end the call. It's already 10:03. The people in America and the other side of the world will have to rest already. But next week, we are doing this on a regular, and it is Nathan, the CTO, doing the presentation on the trilogy of health. The trilogy of health. So please join us again if you want to learn more. And again, our company is not just selling blowers. I don't know why I'm not able to share back my screen. I've been trying to share it, but we are all for the prime of our life. So please join our Zoom calls if you want to know more next week again. And here in Asia, here in the Philippines, we have Wednesday, Thursdays, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays we have, and Saturday. So we have this on the regular. So please join us again. But for those who have just joined, all right, please get your eye care. If you can, go for the pro. It's $4,000 in the United States, but start where you could.
Araw-araw may
You
meeting nito kung gusto
Yes,
din niyo
I'm
talaga
sorry, everybody. I need to mute you. I'm saying goodbye already. Okay, I'm saying goodbye already. And it's $4,000, and there's a way for you to afford it. All right. If you can make a way to get your product, and through the referral system, you can recover. So your expense now becomes a means for you to even make more money in a sustainable way. So thank you so much for joining tonight's presentation. And yes, next week you will have the complete trilogy of health. So please join us. So good night, everybody, and have a wonderful day for all of you in Asia.